Good morning, students. In this video we are going to see about the practice questions for TNPSC Combined Statistical Subordinate Examination Part 9. Now we are going to move to the unit number 2. We have seen 8 parts videos which all comes under unit number 1. Now we are moving to unit number 2, probability. Question number 1. Probability of any event always lies between option A -1 and +1, option B 0 and 1, option C 0 and infinity, option D none of the above. So probability of any event always lies between 0 and 1. So correct answer is option B 0 and 1. Move to the next question. Question number 2. When 3 dice are thrown simultaneously, the total number of possible outcomes is. So when we throw a die, the possible outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So simultaneously we are throwing 3 dice. So generally total number of possible outcomes is 6 power n. So here we are drawing 3 dice. So 6 power 3, which is equal to 216. So the correct option is option D, 216. Let us move to the question number 3. If 2 dice are thrown simultaneously, the probability of getting the first number greater than the second number is option A 17 by 36, option B 15 by 36, option C 11 by 36, option D 16 by 36. So when we throw 2 dice simultaneously, the possible outcomes are 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5 up to 6, 6. Total number of possible outcomes is equal to 36. Here what is the condition given? The first number should be greater than second number. So what are the favorable outcomes? First number should be greater than second number. So the favorable outcomes are 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5. Total number of favorable outcomes equal to 15. So we know the basic definition of probability: number of favorable outcomes by total number of possible outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes is 15 and total number of possible outcomes is 36. So probability is equal to 15 by 36. The correct answer is option B, 15 by 36. Let us move to the next question. Question number 4. A number is taken at random from first 100 natural numbers. What is the probability that it is multiple of 3 or 7? So total number of possible outcomes is equal to 100. There are totally 100 numbers. Whenever they are asking either or question, or here or is asked, we can use addition theorem of probability. Addition theorem of probability is defined by probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So let us define the event as multiple of 3, let us define it as A, and multiple of 7 we can define it as event B. Let A be the event of multiple of 3 and B be the event of multiple of 7. Multiples of 3 we know up to 100, 3, 6, 9 up to 99. So when we add, we get totally there are 33 favorable outcomes. So probability of A is equal to 33 by 100. Total number of possible outcomes 100 and multiples of 3 totally there are 33 up to 100. Thus we can divide 100 divided by 3. You will be getting 33 point something. So totally there are 33 outcomes. Probability of A is 33 by 100. Like that we are interested in finding multiples of 7 up to 100. Totally there are 14 possible outcomes. Total favorable outcomes for 7 multiples. So probability of B is equal to 14 by 100. Multiples of 7, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. Like that it goes on up to 98. Totally there are 14 favorable outcomes. So probability of B is equal to 14 by 100. We need to find multiple of either 3 or 7. So for that, to use addition theorem of probability, we need to find probability of A intersection B, multiple of 3 and 7. So we are going to take the common in 3 and 7. The multiples of both 3 and 7 are 21, 42, 63, 84. So probability of A intersection B is equal to 4 by 100. So when you substitute the addition theorem of probability, get probability of A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. When you substitute the formula, we get the answer 43 by 100. So the correct answer is option A, 43 by 100. Let us move to the next question. Question number 5. Probability of an impossible event is option A 1, option B 0, option C both A and B, option D -1. Here the correct answer is option B 0. Probability of an impossible event. So let us take an example. Probability of standard deviation changing. When any number is added or multiplied or subtracted or divided, the SD never changes. So probable it is impossible event for changing SD. So probability of an impossible event is 0. Let us move to the next question. Question number 6. A box contains 5 white balls and 3 red balls. 2 balls are taken at random. What is the probability of getting 2 white balls? So number of white balls given 5, number of red balls given 3, and total number of balls is equal to 8. So whenever they are giving random, at random we are taking any 2 balls. We need to use combinations. Out of 8 balls we are taking any 2 balls. Total number of possible outcomes equal to 8C2. So how to find 8C2? Starting from 8, we are going to write 2 numbers in a decreasing order, 8 into 7. Denominator, we are going to write the factorial of the number 2 into 1. So total number of possible outcomes equal to 28. Suppose we are finding 7C3. How to find 7C3? Starting from 7, we write 3 numbers in decreasing order, 7 into 6 into 5. Denominator, we write 3 factorial, 3 into 2 into 1. So now we are interested in finding the favorable outcomes. Number of favorable outcomes. Favorable outcomes, we are going to take 2 balls which are white. Totally there are 5 white balls. Out of them we are going to take any 2. 5C2. Number of favorable outcomes equal to 5C2. How to find 5C2? From 5 we are going to write 2 numbers in the decreasing order, 5 into 4. Denominator we are going to write factorial of 2. So 5 into 4 divided by 2 into 1. So number of favorable outcomes equal to 10. So probability is equal to 10 by 28. So correct answer is option C, 10 by 28. Let us move to the next question. Question number 7. A and B are any 2 events which are independent. The following condition satisfies. So it is straightforward questions. A and B are 2 independent events. Then probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. Option C is the correct one. Let us move to the next question. Question number 8. If 2 dice are thrown simultaneously, then the probability of getting the sum of the number equal to 9 is. When we throw 2 dice simultaneously, total number of possible outcome 36. Here the sum should be equal to 9. So the favorable outcomes are 3, 6, 4, 5, 5, 4, 6, 3. Total number of favorable outcomes is equal to 4. So probability is equal to 4 by 36. The correct option is option D, 4 by 36. Let us move to the next question. Question number 9. A box contains 4 red balls and 3 black balls. 2 balls are drawn at random. The probability of getting both different color. So total number of red balls equal to 4. Number of black balls equal to 3. So what is the number of possible outcomes? Out of 7 balls we are going to take any 2. 7C2. Starting from 7 we are going to write 2 numbers in the decreasing order, 7 into 6. In the denominator we are going to write 2 factorial, 2 into 1, which is equal to 21. So number of favorable outcomes, 2 balls are of different color. There are only 2 colors here, red and black. So one from red and one from black. So out of 4 red balls we are going to take any one, 4C1. Out of 3 red balls out of 4 red balls we are going to take any one, and out of 3 black balls we are going to take any one. So 4C1 into 3C1. If both occurs at the same time, we are going to use multiplication symbol. If any one of them occurs, we are going to use addition symbol. Here we are going to take both the balls simultaneously. It occurs at a time. So 4C1 into 3C1. which is equal to 4 into 3, 12. So probability is equal to 12 by 21. Here the correct answer is option A, 12 by 21. So now we are moving to the last question of this video. A and B are two mutually exclusive events. The probability of A intersection will be equal to option A 1, option B 0, option C between 0 and 1, option D none of the above. So if any two events A and B are mutually exclusive means they have nothing in common, then probability of A intersection B will be equal to 0. So the correct answer is option B, 0. So in this video we have seen 10 questions regarding probability. If you like this video, you subscribe my channel and share with your friends. Thank you, students.